Self-love is a practice, a journey, and if you're not there yet, that's okay. It's something that in the past year has been a priority of mine to build up because I noticed how little I loved myself. And in life, you have to love yourself before loving anyone else. I never really understood that saying until I went through my first real breakup. So if you're on the same journey, I hope this helps you out a little bit.
So with that being said, today I'm going to share practices that helped me with my self-love journey and what helped me fill up my cup. For a long time, I was relying on others and my partner to fill up this cup that I feel like had a hole in it. And I just did not know where all of that love was going until I realized that I had to fill up my own cup and cater to my own needs to cultivate that self-love for myself. So these are some practices that help me love myself, nurture myself, put myself first. And I hope that if you find this video, it helps you out in some way, shape, or form. So leave a comment down below. If you're going through something, we're all here together. You are worthy of love. So let's get on to the video. So the first thing that I have for you guys is make a list and reflect on what makes you happy. And I think recently on TikTok, I saw that this is called a dopamine menu. I'm sorry, I am not with the lingo of Gen Z, but yes, the dopamine menu. These are pretty much little things that make your day, that once you do them, they fill up your cup and you just feel like this sense of happiness. I don't think we take the time to really reflect on those little moments and stop and think about them. We kind of just go throughout our day and just go throughout life without stopping and realizing, wow, this coffee, oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it and it makes me so happy. So just stop for a moment, take 5 minutes to reflect on those little things throughout your day that really light up your mood, and write them down and practice these things every single day. For me, for example, I love just waking up to a quiet morning. Slow mornings are my favorite. I don't like to have any noise, but it just makes my day complete when I can do that, and I know that I have a good start to my day. And after that, I love to drink my cup of coffee or matcha while writing in my journal. Sometimes even just sitting outside in the sunshine while sipping on a cup of coffee is literally just, the feeling is amazing. So take a moment to stop and reflect on those little things that light up your day after doing the list. And once you notice what actually makes you happy, start doing them more often throughout the day. This will be your dopamine menu, and it'll boost your it'll boost your mood, it'll make you happy, it'll fill up your cup 1 inch more throughout your day. Number 2 is setting boundaries. And this one is actually a hard one for me and something that I recently have been practicing myself. I recently discovered that I am a people pleaser, and I just, like everyone else, I guess, wants to be liked and wants to be part of something. Setting boundaries has definitely been a huge game changer with self-love, because before saying no to things, I was a yes person, a yes to this, a yes to that, a yes to everything, right? I wanted to make everyone happy, but setting boundaries and saying no to things that don't align with your values, with your practices, with something that just does not feel right with you is okay. It's 100% okay. And I would say start small. I know if you are also a people pleaser, you just like to say yes to everything to make people happy, it may not be easy. If it wasn't a solid yes, I would just say no. And to be honest, it gets easier as you practice this, just like anything else. So start small, start with the little things, and just stop before you answer and say yes to the things that don't align with yourself. And as you start doing it more and start saying no to things and setting boundaries with people and things, it will become a lot easier. Once you start saying no to things, it will create this little barrier around you, and you yourself will see the way that you are putting yourself first and you're respecting your boundaries, where if something didn't align with you, you're now saying no. And this will internally make you realize how much you're putting yourself first, and it will cultivate that self-love that you need and a lot of us need. So start with the small things, set boundaries. I know it's really hard for a lot of people, just like myself. But I think stopping and reflecting before you answer definitely helps with saying yes to everything. A way that you can start practicing saying no to things and setting boundaries with yourself is, first of all, just creating a list of things that you are not aligned with. What are your values? You really need to know what your values are, who you are as a person, like what aligns with you and what doesn't. If something comes up and this is not aligned with your list of values, then it's an easy no, I would say. Also, ask yourself questions. So you can ask yourself, do I really want to do this, in order to get to the answer, if it's a yes or a no. Does it align with my values? Yes or no. Something that really helped me with, I think, starting this self-love journey was taking care of myself again. And I mean this physically and mentally. I was recently in a long-term relationship that came to an end for, I think it's been almost like 8 months, close to a year now. And something that I had to do for myself was to start putting myself first mentally, which means that I needed to do those little things that help my mental health, which in the past were yoga, it was mindfulness, meditation, and I needed to kind of step away from the relationship, the partnership, and just do this for myself, be an individual again. And I know that this is probably really hard with a lot of people who are in relationships and you don't know how to be your own person and you don't know how to be an individual. And I can probably talk more about this in a different video, but back to the story. Take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health. With physical health, I started doing Pilates, and along with yoga, I started my practice back up again. I started putting myself first, and this kind of boosted my self-esteem. I started like getting more in shape again, and just created this sense of worthness, I guess. And it filled up my cup a lot when I was in a dark hole, and I think without that I wouldn't have been here. Also mentally, I started doing things that really aligned with those things that help my mental health. So I started journaling again, I started meditating again, and I stopped doing those things that weren't helping my mental health, which was drinking every single day. Not that I was all the time, but you know, there's always alcohol involved, and alcohol, I have a love-hate relationship with it. But at the end of the day, if you're going through a hard time, I don't think alcohol really helps your mental health. So I stopped drinking for a little bit, and it also helped my mental health. Find those little things that help you mentally, even if it's just like talking to a therapist. With working out, I know it's hard for a lot of people, but I would say start doing workouts that you love. That's how I started working out, and that's how I fell in love with yoga, because to me, it's not really working out. To me, it's just like a practice that makes me feel good. And I see Pilates the same way, and just movement overall. So I would say start small. Even if you don't like working out, start taking walks. Start with a 10-minute walk. Then maybe you'll start to love it, and maybe it'll turn into a 15-minute walk, and then 20 minutes, and 30 minutes, and then an hour. And you'll have a workout routine there. Every little movement that you do with your body helps and counts. So don't diminish those small workouts, small movements, even if it's in your chair or just like taking 10 minutes out of your day to move your body. The next thing that I have for a self-love practice is affirmations and mantras. And you might think, what the heck, Gaby? Why? I don't get it, because I was on the same boat. I just didn't get it. I'm like, I'm just repeating this word and I don't know if it's even helping or not, but trust me, it helps, okay? If you are into neuroscience and all of those like crazy brain podcasts, I do watch a bunch of them, but long story short, you can change the way that you go about life by changing your neural pathways. And a way that you can do this is by affirmations and just repeating words over and over again. and this will change your neural pathways in your brain. For me, for example, I was on a mission when I was in a very deep hole. I just didn't know who I was anymore. I was in this relationship that was no longer serving me. I didn't know what to do. I had no self-respect for myself, no self-love. And something that I did was affirmations. It was literally every day I would write them down, and it was just this one sentence, I feel like, that got me out of this dump. I started writing this sentence in my journal almost every day, and it was kind of like an anthem to myself and for myself, and I think it's something that really helped me. And it was, I am worthy of unconditional love. And it just resonated with me because of the situation that I was in. And I just repeated this over and over and over again. And eventually it got stuck in my head. After repeating it so much, I realized that in the very beginning, I did not think that I was worthy of love. I didn't believe the words that were coming out of my mouth. I did not believe zero, zippo, nothing. I didn't believe any of what was coming out of my mouth. But eventually, as time went on and I was repeating this, I was writing this down, it was in my phone, it was everywhere that I saw, I almost believed it to my core that it changed the way that I thought about myself. It changed my mentality so much that I realized that the situation that I was in was not the way that I wanted to be treated, because I was worthy of love. I was worthy of unconditional love. That's the way that it helped me. And I know that if you find other mantras, you find other affirmations, it will change your life. So with mantras and affirmations, you can write them down anywhere. For me, it was my journal. You can sit down at your desk and like post little post-it notes with them. I did that as well because I work from home. People that came over probably thought I was crazy, but it's just something that really helped me because I was like seeing it every single day, whether I wanted to purposefully or not. It was right there in my vision. I just started to believe it so much. So put it in mirrors, put it in your bathroom mirror, put it wherever you're getting ready, like to start your day. It's something that will help you. I had it on my phone a lot, and we're on our phones every day. So wherever you can just put something that will remind you of this mantra that resonates with you, whether you want to cultivate self-love, forgiveness for yourself, this will help altogether cultivate self-love. Last but not least, something that really helped me with self-love was, believe it or not, just finding a community. I did not find a community in person or there was never a specific community, but I did go on social media, which is why I'm also creating this video. I started just searching self-love, and I found so many videos about self-love and people just talking about it. I did not know what self-love was before this, okay? And after just watching so many videos, and some of them were more educational than others, it was a great reminder to find these type of videos online, whether it be on TikTok or YouTube, about self-love, because sometimes we're going through things and we just think we're faulty, we're broken, we're just the only ones in this world going through this. But I really wanted to boost myself up. I wanted to have that self-love for myself. I didn't want to rely on anyone else for this love that I craved so much. So I did go on YouTube, I did go on TikTok, and TikTok is a little bit more relatable to other people. I think people share their stories with this journey, which I really love and appreciate, but that's something that really helped me out. If this video finds you, I just want to say that you're not alone. There's a lot of people struggling in this world with just having a worthiness about themselves, and you are worthy of love. You're worthy of unconditional love, just like everyone else in this world. But we have to give it to ourselves first and fill up our cup first before we fill up anyone else's cup. If you can find a community outside of the internet, that's great. But we also have this huge resource at our hands, and you can find so many videos online that can help you out. So I hope that this helps someone out in their journey of creating self-love for ourselves. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gabby, and I make self-development, health and wellness related videos here on YouTube. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video, but I feel like I just felt very compelled to upload this video. And yeah, I've been going through a life transition, and I hope that this video finds someone out there to help them out, because something that really helped me throughout my self-love journey was finding a community when I had no self-love or respect for myself, was just finding these videos online. So if you're going through something like that, I hope that this finds you, and I hope that it helps you out in some shape, way, or form. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.